F-125 maintains that performance to remain a benchmark for racing simulators. Since its acquisition by EA in 2001, Codemasters has maintained a solid consistency in the quality of the official Formula One games released annually. With Formula One 2025, it was no different. The edition that celebrates 75th anniversary of F1 stands out as one of the most complete and robust packages in recent years, without a doubt one of the best in the series. This is due both to the improved way in which the game is presented and the variety of activates available. Time to check out more in the following analysis. F1 2025, like its predecessors, is very accessible to players of all skill levels when it comes to racing simulators. Thanks to the wide range of adjustments and the gameplay aids available, it could be enjoyed both as arcade-style racing game as highly technically demanding simulator. Furthermore, the number of activities offered is one of the most robust among the latest entries of the franchise. Among the single players modes are Time Trial, the Grand Prix, and the Complete Career mode is the engaging Formula One world, which brings together a series of experience aimed especially at players new to the Formula One universe, allowing them to gradually learn until they become skilled drivers. Multiplayer mode are also present with support for split screen, local and online play, strengthening the social aspects of driving experience. Customization for drivers, cars, teams adds a personal touch on that encourages the players to keep working to make the vehicle look unique. For those who enjoy the drama, challenge, and adrenaline, Breaking Point 3, the third chapter of acclaimed story made, brings a new phase of the current sported team saga starting the talent and temperatures Aiden Jackson and David Butler. In the third episode of F1 soap opera, Devon, due to hearing problem, was forced to retire from racing and now takes on the role alongside the connoisseur man of engineers and mechanics. His goal to support his sister Kelly, who became the first woman with Formula 2 championship and took over as the team's second driver alongside her rival Aiden. The plot set in 2024 Formula Season 1 is full of scripts, conflicts, emotions, and well developed characters. It is worth highlighting once again the excellent work of the localization team, which includes big names in national dubbing, which contributes significantly to the immersion and excitement of the game. As in previous editors in Breaking Point 3, we alternate between different roles on the track. We face challenges and seek victories. Off the track, we manage the consport team, making decisions that influence the reputation of the drivers and the team, with indirect impact on the press and social networks. Technically, Formula 125 features several improvements in the main one of the big use of LIDAR technology, exclusively for used by Formula 1. This technology allows real track data to be collected during race weekends and incorporated into the game. This means that any change to a section of the circuit in the real world will be replicated in the game, ensuring a more authentic and up-to-date experience. The graphics and physics, well, they have also evolved significantly compared to previous editions. Depending on the level of assistance configured, you can feel these improvements while driving, even using just one controller. In this sense, the experience with the DualSense controller continues to be one of the best alternatives for those who don't have a more advanced setup with the steering wheel, pedals, and the other associates. Therefore, there are not many new features in the gameplay, which can be a bit frustrating for those who invest in the launch period and expecting something like this. To be honest, Codemasters has always shown competence in this aspect. I think it's worth not changing a winning team. Another new feature in this edition is possibly of the racing some circuits in the opposite direction. Silverstone, Red Bull Ring, and Park Zandvoort are the three race tracks that offer this option, available in the different games modes including the career mode. One of the new content available in Formula 125 is related to the film F1 the movie. Set to premiere in Brazilian cinemas on June 26, the film star Brad Pitt is directly by Joseph Gunn, Maverick, Oblivion, and A Throne Legacy. So, so yeah, the thing is that this game has its own unique plot, and in the plot, Sonny Hayes, the Pit, was a promising Formula One driver until a serious accident almost ruined his career. 30 years later, racing for money in the smaller championships, he is convinced by Ruben, owner of the team in crisis, to return to the track and form a duo with Joshua Pierce, a young and ambitious talent in the category. In this game, some moments from the for some moments from the film, the recreated in the form of tested challenges that grant cosmetic rewards. At the time of publishing this review and the video, only the first part of the activity is available with the experts from the different stamp. So Formula 25 Siemens Codemasters are absolutely a reference for ensuring the existence of the official Formula One game, offering a technical, immersive, and accessible experience in a few others in this genre. The game not only refines has already established foundations of the franchise, but also dares to incorporate innovations that increase realism and player engagement. In terms of content, Formula 125 stands out its balance between the depth and variety. Modes like Career, F-1, World, and Breaking Point 3 cater to audience with different profiles, from hardcore F1 enthusiasts to beginners looking for an introduction for the sport. Features like customization and multiplayer modes in different connections mode add even more value and longevity to the title. Well, ultimately, Formula 1 25 not only maintains the series' high standards, but also take solid steps towards a promising future to avoiding leaving the franchise standard and stuck in the past. It is an essential title for speed fans and excellent gateway for the players. F25 is one of the most complete and refined games in the franchise, combining technical realism, accessibility, and rich variety of the context. Codemasters have once again delivered a must-have title for any speed fan. So yeah, I'm not a huge fan of the formula, but I tried that and the physics are really cool. So if you are a racing fan, you definitely need to get it. Peace.